Previously on Battle 360, after 6 grueling months of war, USS Enterprise had proven her steel at the Battle of Midway. The Japanese Navy has taken a beating, but the Big E is about to face her greatest challenge yet: invasion at a place called Guadalcanal. USS Enterprise, a fighting city of steel. She is the most revered and decorated ship of World War II. On this 360-degree battlefield, where threats loom on the seas, in the skies, and in the ocean depths, the Enterprise's enemies could be anywhere and everywhere. There's nowhere to run when the battle's all around you. Battle 360, USS Enterprise, Jaws of the Enemy. This series is brought to you with limited commercials by the men and women of Enterprise Rent-A-Car. August 7th, 1942, 6:13 a.m. Off a remote Pacific island. The stillness of the waters is shattered by massive artillery blasts. The cruiser USS Quincy has opened fire with her 8-inch guns. The island is about to become famous. Its name, Guadalcanal. Other cruisers and destroyers quickly join in, drowning Japanese shore positions in a tsunami of lead and steel.
It was exhilarating to see all the big shells going to shore and to hear the shells exploding.
Dive bombers from Enterprise unleash 1,000-pound bombs on the island. Their success is marked by the massive fireballs from exploding shore installations and fuel dumps, which can be seen miles away by the men aboard the ships of the task force. Minutes later, landing craft head for the beaches and U.S. Marines storm ashore. It is the Marines' first experience of invasion in the Pacific War.
I know from personal experience exactly what they're feeling right now by going right into the jaws of the enemy. There's a lot of anxiety they're feeling, a lot of confusion, but overall, they're focusing on their task at hand.
For the first time in World War II, the American military is on the full offensive.
Everything else up to that point was strictly defensive, even the Battle of Midway. But the Solomons was the first offensive action.
As the invaders hit the beach, the men aboard Enterprise wait offshore, unaware of the day's strategic significance. Pedro Sandoval has only been on the Big E a few weeks, but the confidence of Enterprise's veteran sailors has already rubbed off on this teenager from Laredo, Texas.
Always headed for danger. When you know you're headed for danger, there's nothing you can do about it. Just relax and do the best you can. And that's what we did.
But to the architects of the war, this invasion is the key to the future. The Solomon Islands lie in the center of shipping lanes in the Pacific, just 1,200 miles off the coast of Australia. Whoever controls the Solomons controls the war. And the Japanese Navy has made the island of Guadalcanal the center square in the chessboard of the Pacific.
The Japanese were obviously extremely disheartened by their defeat at Midway, but they did not believe that that meant that they had lost the war overnight.
Throughout the summer of 1942, the Japanese have invaded the Solomon Islands and are building an airfield on Guadalcanal. If they succeed, they'll be within easy striking distance of the vital sea lanes of the South Pacific. And that's only the beginning.
From this base that they're building on Guadalcanal, they will be able to launch multi-engine medium bombers. This will be done as a precursor to the invasion of Australia. An air base on Guadalcanal could potentially mean the loss of Australia to the Japanese.
Enterprise must put a stop to this plan. Target, Guadalcanal. Objective, seize the island and its airfield from the Japanese. Strategy, send a combined fleet of cruisers, battleships, and carriers to bombard Guadalcanal and deliver one division of Marines to assault the island. Then begin the long march toward Tokyo. For the first time in World War II, a new weapon joins Enterprise's protective arsenal: the battleship. USS North Carolina is an offensive and defensive powerhouse, combining anti-aircraft defense with massive shore bombardment capabilities. She has 9 16-inch guns and 20 5-inch .38s, backed up with a score of automatic anti-aircraft guns. With a cruising speed of nearly 30 knots, she's perfect protection for the Big E. Fire Controlman Harold Smith and his shipmates aboard North Carolina are looking for action.
Oh, we were very eager. I mean, we were a cocky ship. We were a good ship. We were well trained. The whole crew was very cocky. We couldn't wait to get going.
The fleet makes its way to the Solomons. At dawn, August 7th, 1942, the savage battle begins. Enterprise launches its air groups and bombards Guadalcanal. They first disable the enemy airstrip. Surface ships bombard the shore. Then, the Marines hit the beach.
And the long battle for Guadalcanal was underway.
As Marine riflemen put boots on the ground, 15,000 feet above, the skies roar with dozens of warplanes. 18 Enterprise dive bombers pummel the island with a barrage of 1,000-pound bombs as Wildcat fighter planes strafe the enemy positions. Manned only by work crews and a handful of soldiers, the Japanese base is not prepared for an invasion. There is no resistance.
It came as a real surprise to them that all of a sudden one of their outposts had been attacked. Initially, they badly underestimated the size of forces that we had present on the island.
But the walk in the park soon ends. At 12:30, the Japanese strike back. Enemy fighters appear over the southern tip of Guadalcanal. They are led by Saburo Sakai, the Red Baron of the Japanese Air Corps, with over 50 kills to his credit. He's gunning to add some of the Big E's warplanes to his grim tally. One of the first men to meet the enemy head-on is Wildcat pilot Vincent Dupois, a 1939 Annapolis graduate who has been aboard Enterprise as a member of Fighting Squadron 6 since mid-June.
Enterprise was